So Island started out as a commission from a gallery. There's a gallery in Brighton called Fabrica that wanted artists to engage with the subject of end of life. I said that I wanted to be witness to the moment of death. They understood that that was a very ethically charged objective, so it took a few years to get made. It took a few years to get funded, but I shot it over 1 year. So I started working with 2 London hospices. I'm a London-based filmmaker. We're all London-based, and I thought it would be contingent because of the unpredictability of the subject matter to be nearby. However, one of the people that I've struck up a very strong partnership with ran a hospice in London. At the point of filming, he moved to the Isle of Wight to run a hospice there. And so I had a choice of building that trust with his replacement or following him. And he really backed the project and really opened up his organisation to me. So the Isle of Wight is a 5-hour journey from London. It's only accessible by ferries. So there were some logistics around that, but really it was a gift to the project to have that setting. Death is a subject of fiction film, but in terms of documentary film, most images that we have come through family relationships, people filming their loved ones. But actually a filmmaker being present, it's not so straightforward. So it was a challenge getting organisations to back that. I work in a very open way. I didn't know what I was going to do or find. So it took a particular level of trust to let me be free in that space. And then it was really about the right kinds of introductions. Nurses speaking on behalf of the project, introducing me to patients. And then actually the rights of the patient are central to palliative care. So if somebody with a terminal illness wanted to be filmed, then everybody got behind it.
So yeah, I think now is quite an interesting time for us with the finished film is actually the challenge of getting it out there. I think there is a lot of taboo around death and there's a lot of fear about it. And from all our audiences so far, and we had our first public screening on Saturday, I think there is a slight fear of going into the cinema and seeing the film, but we've definitely observed that people really want to engage with the subject once they have started to engage with it. So it's an interesting space to be in with a film that it's kind of difficult to engage with, but once you have, you don't want to let go of that space, you really want to explore it. So it's an interesting space to be in.
For the challenge in the editing was mainly to find the right language, because it's a documentary, but it was commissioned at the beginning as an art piece. So to find that right balance between those two worlds, it was quite challenging on the editing, and makes the film quite unique. So we had already some screenings. Some people really say that it's difficult to classify the film.
Because it's a small island, there's quite a high level of integration in terms of how the hospital, the hospice and GPs all speak to each other. So I very quickly became known, and because the hospice had backed it, I found that I had pretty extraordinary access. So I wouldn't say that I had more difficulties. I think we had more difficulties getting it funded and getting it screened than we did actually getting it filmed.